Hello everybody, Founder Rich here with a vinyl finds video and some VCLT. Before I do that though, I'm going to show what I was playing, I think it was 2 nights ago. My last video was great third albums. That one there's in there. And I thought a good follow-up would be second albums that were a big disappointment after the first. And I was going to feature this album in it, the Beatles' second album. Man, I never liked this album. Compared to Meet the Beatles, I thought Meet the Beatles was great. This one, I always thought, nah, it's too many covers. And so I pulled it out, listened to it, and I really liked it, you know. The early Beatles, I don't play very often. But yeah, it comes out with a Roll Over Beethoven, great cover. Thank You Girl, You Really Got a Hold on Me, Devil in Her Heart, Money. I mean, it's really a good album. Who knew, you know? Now, the album cover, that is terrible, dude. Come on, you could have done better than that, you know? But yeah. Then this one I pulled out. I think this is the one, their fourth album in the US, came out after Hard Day's Night. And this one wasn't quite as good as the Beatles' second, but it is real. I don't know, I would say it's almost as good. It's probably on par. Again, a terrible album cover. I mean, you get this pretty cool shot here, but the font, I mean, it's just haphazardly put together, it looks like. And then I played this one, which this one has always been my favorite of these three, and it is, I only played side one of this one. I know this album better than apparently I did those two. And yeah, this one's great. And again, a pretty crappy album cover. They should have just went with this, a bigger picture of it. Maybe put these in the back, you know. But whatever. Okay, let's get started. Vinyl finds. I'm going to show the third and last Analog Africa record I got. They came in January. And I didn't want to show them all at once because I'm not familiar with this music at all. This is I don't know, Ghana music. I don't know, how do you say that? There's like 6 or 7 unreleased tracks on this. And I think most of those tend to be instrumentals and keyboard-driven instrumentals. Really cool shit. The guitar is more of a rhythm guitar, funky, kind of like that James Brown rhythm guitar. I don't recall any guitar leads in this at all. There are some horns. The vocals are more of a, I wouldn't say, kind of a chanting, but overall it's like a funky album. Really good. Every Analog Africa record I've picked up so far, I really liked. And I told earlier in the year, you know, my wife, what do you want to get? And I go, I'm going to order 3 records. And, you know, that can be my Christmas present. I didn't want to just get one because of the shipping. You order 3 and the shipping's almost the same. It makes it a little more. I mean, these come from Germany, I believe. But yeah. As always, you get a nice book. Pictures. And on the back you have all their previous releases. Which I have about 6 or 7 of them now, I think. I think I might have 7. I don't think I have 8. And this is what the record looks like. I think I have 1 from, maybe 2 from Mexico, 1 from Peru, and all the rest are African. All right. I'm going to show some 7 inches. Some of these I've had for 3, maybe 4 months. This one I got probably in March. I ordered this online. Los Bichos Pa. It's a Trapdoor and Tequila. Now, I can't remember how I found out about them. It was on Bandcamp. I was like, you know, you plug in one band and then you have all these other ones. And I played it. Oh, wow. But their first couple of singles they sell for a lot of money. So I thought, you know what? I'll pick this one up. I like the song Tequila. It's a cover more than I do this one. But it's pretty cool. And it's on black vinyl. Yeah, very cool. I mean, their first album came out earlier this year, and it came with this little insert. It's cool. I wouldn't pay the import cost. I mean, to be honest. Now, these next two, I bought because of Ryan Kidd. Now, I want everybody... Now, Ryan Kidd says every time I say this, he loses subscribers. But I want everybody, not everybody, but 20 or so of you, subscribe to Ryan Kidd. He's hovering at that 980 subscribers. Let's get him to 1,000. Push that subscribe, the notification, and like button, and whatever. But I bought these couple of records. This is 3D and the holograms. This is the front cover, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Illustration. This is like a DIY record, it looks like to me. You just got this stamped on both sides. And yeah, this is really, they're from Australia. Now, Ryan Kidd's been pushing the Australian thing a little bit too much, if you ask me, but I remember him playing this record, and I believe it was this song, Machine. The guitar solo, it's just like, it falls, the whole song falls apart. It just like, the way it ends, it's just hilarious. And I got one more Australian band. And this is Remote Control. Now, all these bands, they seem like they're interrelated, but I can't keep up with it. Ryan Kidd does. He knows. But yeah, this one's really cool too, man. The singing sounds kind of similar on both. They're both lo-fi, low budge, garage punk. And that's what the labels look like on these. And both of these records, they don't say whether you should play them on 45 or 33, you know. Oh, and that one came with pretty words insert. Now this one here is fantastic. Somebody in the VC showed this, and I can't remember who, I'm sorry. School Drugs, Absolution, and you got No Taste and Broken on side 1, and then you got this Cold Hearted, they're epic on side 2, and it comes with this like postcard size insert, and on the back it has the lyrics to Cold Hearted. But yeah, this is fantastic. Punk rock, hard hitting, not too over the top brutal. You know, people that like punk rock would dig this. I thought it was excellent. And it's on Indecision Records. Very cool. Now, these next two came to me from Dominique, or everybody seems to call him Dom. And I got the record he produced, or his band's record, and he threw in 2 7-inches. I think these are friends of his. Achiever Chimes of Bayonets. Yeah. Now, this is an interesting record. Now, this one doesn't say 33 or 45. But on this one, you know, on those other ones, you can tell, okay, yeah, that's not the wrong speed. This one, you can't really tell. It sounds kind of good on both speeds, you know? So, the guitars, this this one sounds completely different than all those others. It's kind of like those 80 hardcore bands that kind of started playing more experimental stuff. Pretty cool insert there of this says Chimes of Bayonets. That's the diner that Seinfeld would go to. And it does say A and B side, which some of those other ones didn't. And you sent one more by them. And again, it sounds good on 33 and 45. And this one comes with another insert. And this one's on brown vinyl. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the prejudices of the VC. I've seen a number of people, and it's always the white liberals that do this stuff. They'll pull out, oh, it's only black vinyl. Or they'll show a brown record. I don't know why they chose this ugly brown. There's a hair on there. But yeah, it just shows the prejudices of the VC. Now, those ones I had for a little while. These next ones I picked up last week. And this is the jewel of the bunch. Blitz, All Out Attack on No Future Records. Whenever I see 80s or 70s English punk rock band or anything, I'm going to pick it up. Blitz, No Future Records, very cool. I think that has been reissued. Motherfucker, lately I can't get through a video without coughing. My nose is all plugged up, so I'm breathing through my mouth more, and you don't want to hear it. Now that one, I think it was around 20. It was either 15 or 20 bucks. These next four were all $3 each. And I picked this one up because Michael Pilmer showed it, or played it actually, on the Doctor and the Kid live stream 2 streams ago. And it's Even Hitler Had a Girlfriend, which is the first song on side 1. Really cool song. He played the Robot Carnival, the second song, which is a really cool song, but it has some really goofy background vocals, which are kind of reminiscent of the Mothers of Inventions, those high-pitched, almost Mumskin type vocals, like on We're Only in It for the Money, It kind of, I think the song would have been better without it. But yeah, really cool. Yeah, and I got that because of Michael Pilmer. Words. And it's only on black vinyl. But that's what the record looks like. Pretty cool. And I didn't say, but it's on Hollow Bunny Records out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Now I'm looking through, I found the Bliss one. I'm looking for some cheapies now. And I came across this one, Nine Fingered Thug, and I noticed it's on Hollow Bunny Records, that same label from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's like, oh wow, let me check it out. So I went on YouTube real quick. They had some live videos of them, and they were uploaded like 9-10 years ago by Michael Pilmer. So I didn't even bother listening. Hell, I'm gonna buy it. And this one is it's weirder than that one. I think I like this one more. The singer's really cool. It's got keyboards, but you don't really hear them that much. The bass player's pretty cool. I really dug this album. It's a little more experimental than that last one. And yeah, it's Nine Fingered Thug. And yeah. So that was pretty cool. Well, I'm looking through and I find this one here, Polycarp. And it's on a different label, but it's from Raleigh, North Carolina. So I thought, hell, for $3, I'm going to check this one out, you know? And this one, this is the most experimental of the three. This one's really experimental. It's, I think it's only two dudes. A lot of weird electronics going on. I think one of the songs, like Johnny Come Lately, it's mostly just spoken words and it's like different shit sampled in there. And on that one it says lyrical and vocal contributions by Miss Cameron on Johnny Come Lately, but I didn't hear no female vocals on that. I heard it on one of the other songs on the other side, maybe Tooth Fairy or the Worm song. But yeah, this is really, this is more of the, this would fit into the experimental tag that's going around. Yeah, pretty cool label there. When I first picked it up, I thought it was Polycrap, but it's Polycarp. And the last one I got, I bought this one just because of the cover. It's the Dick Panthers. And if you look at these pictures, man, they look like they look like yearbook pictures from my yearbook from 1974. You know, they really do. In fact, she looks like my old girlfriend. Holy mackerel. Now, they all look like they could have went to my high school, except for this dude, man. Nobody had a haircut like that back in 1974, you know? It's pretty weird looking haircut. In fact, I have a feeling this guy is shooting Bud Light cans with a Uzi right now, you know? And this one is the most straightforward, you know, pop punky. It's not pop punk, but punky. It's the less adventurous of all these 7-inches. But it was pretty cool. Kind of funky even. Yeah, that's it's kind of hard to remember, you know. Especially me. And it's got this flyer insert. The Dick Panthers. Pretty cool. Now, at the end of that video, great third albums, I showed a box. In fact, it's over here. I'm so professional. Got this this came in the mail, you know, delivered to Vinyl Richie, you know, and it came all the way from Hungary. This is cool, man. Dr. Oktober sent this, and I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna open it, man. It came on a Thursday. I'll wait 2 days and I'll open it on the Doctor and the Kid live stream, which I did. And on top was this Dokken record. Now, if anybody knows, there's a history with me and Dokken. I've never heard any of their records, but I insist that they suck. And he sent this as a joke. Mother. I haven't played this one yet. Out of all these records, this is the only one I haven't played. And this is an import, dude. From Greece. So this is a rare version. But I decided I'm going to do a deep dive rockin' with Dokken video. So my next video is probably going to be a deep dive into this album. Now, the Dokken in me history came up on the Jason Skids live streams. And he was showing Dokken, and I was like going on, they suck. And it just became like a thing. But I'm going to find out how good they are, or how bad they are, or just mediocre. And yeah, very cool. Wow. It's an import. Pretty funny. Now this next one was the one that we had talked about, and I guess I mentioned that, man, I want to get that record. And he said, oh, I'll send one to you. And I go, nah, please don't do that. I know everybody loves VCLT, but now I got to send him something. Oh my God. But it's this one, Boot Boy, Discotheque, Volume 1. 14 Bower Rock Bruisers from 1969 to 1979. Now, I only listened to side 1 of this. I've only had it like not even a week yet. It sounds like it doesn't sound like the 80s Oi, but it sounds like that Cox Bar kind of vibe. And I don't know, people are going to say I'm crazy or something, but that Gary Glitter song, Rock and Roll Music, dun, dun, that they always used to play at stadiums, but now they don't because he likes kids. But some of the songs have that kind of sound. It's fantastic, man. At least side 1 is. And it starts off with Bill Case, I'm Your Hero. It's just fantastic, dude. And it's on clear vinyl. You Better Run Records. Yeah, man, that was cool. That was really cool. Like I said, we had talked about that one. Now, this next one was a surprise. It's the Bastards' debut album from Finland. Jargenton Malima. Insane World. Now, that's cool. But the first thing that entered my mind is I got this Bastards comp. Well, it turns out it's a comp. I probably have a half a dozen Finnish. I don't know if I said they're a Finnish hardcore band. I probably have a half a dozen Finnish hardcore records that I've had for 6 months or so, and I haven't shown them because I don't know how to pronounce all these names, you know. This one I can. But I was thinking, oh man, I wonder if I have all the, you know. And I looked, you know, the first song, it's on there. Second one, yeah. Third one, oh. Third one, the fourth one, it's not on there. Turns out, I think there's 6 songs that are on here that are on here. So that's not bad, man, you know? Pretty cool. And I don't know if it really matters if they're all, you know, they had the same songs, because all the songs kind of sound the same. Can't understand a word they're saying. And now this next one, the fourth one and final, was Bewitched, Brain Eraser. Now this one, I don't know what. He said that, I guess he talked about this record and I said, wow, that sounds really cool. So he threw it in. And it is really cool. This is kind of like a noise rock band. Mid-80s. It's the original drummer from Sonic Youth. Left Sonic Youth and he formed this band, Bewitch. And it's really cool. The drums are pretty prominent. He's also sings on it. But it's got a lot of other weird stuff on here. It's a really good post-punk, for lack of a better term, noisy record. Fantastic, dude. Thank you very much. And while you're subscribing to Ryan Kidd, subscribe to poor Dr. Oktober, you know? He's a nice, they're both really nice guys. Unlike me. Very cool. Now, these next couple I ordered on, I ordered online. I ordered this one. on Bandcamp. It's a band from Monterrey, Mexico. And what is it? Carlos. Anyways, these little inserts come out. And it's Jose Marino. I don't know if he makes videos. I just know of him from the Rachel's Ghost stream. He owns or operates this record label that put this record out. So I thought, that's pretty cool. And it's a really good record. It's one of the ones I've been playing kind of maybe the most out of all of these, to be quite honest. When I first got it, I played it. It's really spacey, kind of chanting type vocals, sung in Spanish. But yeah, it's recorded in some mines, like in caves, in I guess the outskirts of Monterrey. And it's got a really cool sound. I don't know if it's, I wouldn't call it doom. It's more psychedelic but real spacey. Fantastic record, dude. I mean, I really dug this record. More than I thought I was, to be honest. And it's on white vinyl. Yeah. Now, this next record, I ordered this from, I think, Spain or something like that. Maybe Italy. And it's the Wheels of Steel. Now, I talked about this record on one of those, the records I played today videos. And I went and pulled this one and I showed it. And I explained, I haven't shown this on a recent finds yet, but I wanted to talk about it. It's got one of them phony wannabe Obies. But yeah, this is two brothers from Michigan, I think. Wisconsin, I mean. And both dudes are in wheelchairs. I think they both had MS. I think one died quite young. The other one lived a little longer, or I think maybe twice as long. It's kind of like a heavy metal, DIY, do-it-yourself. Obviously, it's a do-it-yourself. I think the dad paid to have it, the studio time, and I think they printed 500, and this originals of this go for quite a bit of money. And the reason I found out about this is the Metal Theologian. It was one of the, he's always playing shit that I've never heard. That's why I was surprised. The Metal Theologian's last video, I would say more than half of the records that he showed, I have. And it's like, man, I'm not used to this, And even some of them I've seen live, it was kind of unusual. Most of the time, if I know one band from a Metal Theologian video, that's a lot, But he was playing this one, and it's kind of unprofessional. It's kind of awkward, I would say. It's not as unprofessional and awkward as the Shags, but it ventures into that territory. But it comes across very authentic. And I was criticized for saying that before. It's just more proof that I'm not a man. But whatever. Fantastic, dude. I love this kind of shit. I would rather listen to this than a polished turd any day of the week. People are paying, what, $80, $100 for a album that's audiophile, but originals are easy to get and they sound darn good, So I don't get it. I guess that direction of the VC is just not for me. But man, that direction of the VC is blown up. I mean, never mind. Now, I bought this record when I bought those 7 inches last week. at Going Underground Records. And this is live at Target. I think this is a legitimate record. It's just a white sleeve, and it comes with this piece of cardboard with that picture there. And yeah, that's all. And then the back says live. It's another piece of cardboard, and it's live at Target, February 24th, 1980. Now I have this on a DVD, a Target DVD, and it's 4 bands. You got Flipper, Nervous Gender, Fatrix, and UNS, Subterranean Records. Now this definitely could be shown in the experimental tag. I don't have a lot of experimental music, you know. I kind of like my songs to have structure, you know, but I do have some. Now, of these bands, the Nervous Gender one, I saw them quite a lot. At least 6 or so times. And mostly at Al's Bar, but I've seen them at a few other places too. I probably saw them more than 6 times. Now on this recording, on this day, they have like a little kid playing drums. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool in the video. But yeah, it's pretty weird stuff. The UNS, it's just like noise, and like the vocals are like spoken word. Flipper sounds like Flipper. But yeah, it's all pretty experimentally. Came with this flyer. This is a guy, I think, recording at Target Videos. And then it has like a little flyer of these little... Here's the Nervous Gender one. And this guy here, I used to see him. He went to Cal State LA. That's the college I went to. And Cal State LA is like in the eastern part of Los Angeles. And it's like on one side of the 710. The other side of the 710 is Alhambra and Monterey Park. The side that Cal State LA is East LA. And oh, there's the kid. Probably a 10 or 12-year-old kid playing drums. And this is the insert for, you can't even see the picture. This is the Flipper one, of course. You know, there's those Frisco guys. They got to be so arty-farty. And this one here. This one was pretty weird, too. They were pretty weird. But yeah, pretty cool record. Oh, and here's the other one. The UNS one, I guess. And the record. Target Video was cool, man. I have a few Target videos. The Black Flag one is really good. The Dead Kennedys. I have a number of them, but they're all VHS tapes. I have a couple on DVD. But anyways, take care. Take care, everybody. Subscribe to Ryan Kidd. Get him to 1,000. And don't leave out poor Dr. Oktober, you know, the stepchild.